Hello, beautiful kings and queens. I hope you're having a marvelous day. It is Thursday, and you guys know who we're talking about. We are talking about Donald J. Trump, and we will not take our foot off his neck from talking about the Epstein files. It's a lot to cover. The cover up is something that's really going on. We don't like it. MAGA isn't liking it. The vast majority of MAGA, from Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's not liking it either. I'm not liking it. You're not liking it, but the cover up is real. It has gotten so bad that they have fired James Comey's daughter, the prosecutor that was over P. Diddy's trial just recently. They fired her. She was she prosecuted Epstein. She prosecuted Maxwell as well, Josine Maxwell as well. It's a lot that has to be covered, and it is a true story. It's not a hoax, y'all. Donald Trump said that it's something that was made up by President Barack Obama and President Joe Biden. No, this is something that's real, and they're trying to cover it up. The MAGA Republican Party and Donald J. Trump, they are doing a cover up. They're protecting Donald Trump. They are more worried about Donald Trump than worried about keeping their seats, because they will be voted out in 2026. I think I will worry about my seats more than Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is old and crusty and he's not going to last much longer. Those swollen ankles tells me a lot. That bruise on his hand that he covering with makeup tells me a lot. He's not well. So the Republican MAGA Party, why would you continue to cover for somebody? Vote against showing the files to the American people. Y'all blocking what is our right. Just as we can go look up cases, it is our right to be able to see those Epstein files. It was visual. Y'all, the thing was, we could see it previously, but we didn't know exactly what was going on. So we wasn't thinking to go pull them. We didn't know Donald Trump was going to pull a stunt on the American people and block it where we can't see the Epstein files. Some of it has been released because people were pulling it beforehand. Like if you go to Midas Touch Network, they cover a lot. I learned a lot from Midas Touch Network. Be sure to subscribe to their channel. Yes, Midas Touch Network. Aaron Partners, Keith. I can't remember his last name, but it's a bunch of them. Everything that I show y'all today is fair use, educational purpose, great research, and great for entertainment purposes as well. Hit that like button as you come in. Come on, give me some likes. The likes are free. My smiley face is free. Looking at my pearly white teeth is free. Hit that like button. If you like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats. You can send me something through Venmo. My Venmo is in my description. And my PayPal link is in my description as well. So if you want to send me something, it would be appreciated, highly appreciated, okay? Because in this economy, we all need something. We all need something in this economy. Well, today, this is Life Under Trump. We are discussing the Epstein files. Yes, it's a continuation, and we're probably going to be covering this for a while, because as long as Donald Trump is in denial and not honest with the American people about the Epstein files, we will continue to talk about it. The more we talk about it, the more he's telling us to shut up about it. But Donald J. Trump, the American people are not going to be quiet. We're going to continue talking about the Epstein files because they are real. They are not a hoax. How can they be a hoax when your Attorney General, Pam Bundy, said that they exist, that it was on her desk? And how can they not be real and a host if y'all are blocking them? The MAGA Republican Party voted to block the American people from seeing those files. So it's no host. It's real. It is real. And apparently, Donald J. Trump, you are in them files. You are. Stand in it. Whatever you have done to get in them files, you stand in it and own it. But you don't know how to own it. You've never been honest, Donald Trump. As long as you've been on God's green earth, you have never been honest. Oh, he's an elf, but he's a blimper, big, fat, Humpty Dumpty. You have never been honest with the American people. This is your second term, and you continue to lie to the American people. And what's beautiful, MAGA is waking up. Yes, they're waking up, Donnie. And Donald Trump is mad that MAGA is waking up, y'all. He said, I don't care about y'all no more. If you want to listen to that, you don't even matter. I don't want you supporting me anymore. No way. That's what Donald J. Trump said. Hello, Queen Victorious One. How you doing? I had to go early today, go live early today because I got something to do. And then I went walking early, so my hair's in ponytails because it's hot outside. But yeah, we got a lot to cover. We're going to be getting started. Hold on just a moment. So this is the Dems. They hold up a GOP bill by offering amendments on the Epstein. And I don't blame them because we deserve to know everything that's going on with Epstein files. Hit the like button. So I'm going to show you this right quick. What the Dems are trying to do to get them to show us, the American people, the files. We deserve it. We should not be denied our rights.
The Democrats in the House are playing hardball right now, and they are holding up Trump and the Republicans' rescissions package by putting forward amendments regarding Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein files. Frustrated and panicked Republicans are saying that they plan to vote these amendments down to ensure they don't come to the floor for a full vote, leading many to wonder why they are still protecting Epstein. I think I know why. By the way, our account's been heavily suppressed lately, so if you're seeing this video, hit the like and make sure to add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I want to make sure you're always getting updates from us. So Republicans have blocked votes demanding the release of the Epstein files on multiple occasions over the past few days. You probably know that if you've been following our reporting. And to fill you in, this rescissions package passed the Senate last night and seeks to cut $9.4 billion in funding from NPR, PBS, and foreign aid. We're going to keep following the story, so spread the word and follow us for more. This just in, Democrats in the House are playing hardball right now, and they are holding up Trump and the Republicans' rescissions package by putting forward amendments regarding Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein files. Frustrated and panicked.
We want those files. We want those files, Donald Trump. We want those files, Pam Bundy. You cannot continue to lie to the American people. Y'all have lied so much. Donald Trump ran on telling the MAGA Republicans that they would see those files if he wins. Well, that monster is back in the Oval Office, and he has not kept his word to the MAGA Republicans. He has never kept his word. But what does MAGA do? They will make excuses for everything that Donald Trump does. So I'm going to show you something, and this is from NBC News, and it says, hold on, let me click on it. It says, Donald Trump and many in his administration are now facing the wrath of the more conspiracy theory-minded people whom they counted among their most ardent supporters, sparked by the Department of Justice and Trump's own pleas for the people to stop asking questions about Jeffrey Epstein. In a lengthy Truth Social post, in the latest in a significant escalation, Trump called supporters winklings, talking about MAGA, for pushing the DOJ to release more files on Epstein. This month, the Department of Justice published a memo determining that there was no evidence of an incriminating client list, prompting renewed consternation in the MAGA world. Attorney General Pam Bundy, in particular, has faced criticism over her handling the case. Asked in February's Fox News interview about the potential client list, Bundy said, "It's sitting on my desk right now to review." Last week, Bundy clarified she had been referring to the file related to Epstein. Bundy. Several Republican members of Congress and other prominent Trump supporters have pushed for more transparency over the files related to Epstein. Well, Donnie says you're not going to get it, and shut up, MAGA. Stop asking questions. That's what Donald Trump is telling the American people, to shut up. Do not ask any more questions. Well, we are. And anytime you try to tell people not to ask questions, they're going to dig more, Trump. Now you come with this stupid idea about putting sugar cane in sweetener and in Coca-Cola. Donnie, that is not going to stop us. You have tried everything to stop the American people from asking questions. And MAGA is not stopping either. They're pissed with you. Marjorie Taylor Greene is highly upset with you. So I'm going to show you this, then I'm going to read it. And this is from NBC News. You see this? It says Trump insists people stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein. The internet isn't listening, Donnie. I'm not listening. I'm going to get on here and talk about it every day if I can, because we're going to keep digging and digging and digging and digging. Like you digging your behind, Donnie, when it's itching from that diaper. So, this is another thing that has been said by Senator Sasha Renee Perez. Remember when Trump lifted accused human trafficker Andrew Tate's travel ban? Remember when Trump nominated accused human trafficker Matt Gaetz to be his AG? Remember when Trump directed Republicans to block the release of the Epstein files? And that was just recently. He had them to block the release of the Epstein files. Y'all remember that just recently? I remember very clearly. And it only motivated me to come on here and give y'all more goods. I gave y'all 3 of the cases yesterday that were filed against Donald J. Trump and Epstein and Jeffrey E. Epstein. Yes. So this is more scheming from Trump and the MAGA Republicans. They are still trying to scheme. Trump is trying to push his own personal attorney to be a federal judge. See, Donald Trump is doing it because he wants to control everything. He wants to stop y'all and me from getting those files.
Sir, this is wrong, and you know it. Sir, with all appeals to your decency, with all
they have no
appeals to your
decency.
integrity,
The
with all
Republican
appeals
MAGA
to
Party
past
have no
jurisdiction
decency.
and past precedent, why are you doing this? This is outrageous.
This is a kangaroo court. That's what we have here.
This
Mr.
is
Chairman.
wrong. To violate your own rules without going by the mandates of the parliamentarian. This is unbelievable. It shows that you do not want to simply hear from your colleagues. This is absolutely wrong. And sir, this is to me one of those moments where we are not showing common respect for each other on both sides. I have sat here when we
I object
and listened to my colleagues' arguments, listened to their passionate statements, and then we voted. This is not that.
They're not even allowing the Democrats to have a say in anything. They can't say anything.
Under this presidential administration. And
the Republican Party are thugs.
I know your heart, Senator Grassley.
No, you don't. You don't know his heart.
I know the kind of person you are, and you know this is wrong. This is not necessary. What is another half an hour to allow senators to be heard? It's what the Constitution mandates. It's the ideals of the United States Senate. The world's most deliberative body should take a decent amount of time to deliberate. But here we're not doing that. Here we are jamming this through. Sir, this is wrong, and you know it. Sir, with all appeals...
The reason that Cory Booker is upset is because Democrats stormed out of committee after Republicans tried to jam through Trump's personal lawyer as lifetime federal judge. Donald Trump is placing yes men in the judges Supreme Court, his entire cabinet, nothing but yes men. Nobody is willing to stand up to the giant green monster with the orange face. They are all yes men. They are hiding the Epstein files. He is trying right now to get to pardon Giselle Maxwell so she would not put out that list. But he needs people in place for his dirty work. Donald Trump is the biggest con man and the biggest criminal in this entire world. Not just America, the entire world. Donald Trump is the biggest criminal. A man with 34 felonies. You can't tell me nothing when you have 34 felonies. Shut your mouth. So Trump regime fires a DOJ prosecutor of Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Diddy. So I'm going to show you, then I'm going to read it to you. Diddy is friends with Donald Trump. Donald Trump was friends with Epstein, best friends with Epstein, and he's friends with Miss Maxwell. Donald Trump is far from a Christian. He's the biggest walking devil, and the biggest walking devil is the Antichrist. So This is what's being said by Weltering Watch. The Justice Department has fired Maureen Comey, a federal prosecutor and the daughter of FBI Director James Comey, according to 3 sources, including one former Justice Department prosecutor. She was given a memo informed her of the firing. 2 sources said, according to one source, the memo stated in part that she was being dismissed pursuit of Article 2 of the United States Constitution. Donald don't even follow the Constitution. He doesn't obey the Constitution. I dare him. Which is the portion of the Constitution that lays out the president's powers. Maureen Comey served as federal prosecutor in the Manhattan, where she was the lead prosecutor on the criminal case against Sean Diddy Combs, a monster like Donald Trump. A case that ended in acquittal on the most serious charges, but convictions of interstate prostitute. Y'all know what I'm saying? I can't say that word on YouTube. But Diddy still had 2 felonies. He's a felon like Donald Trump. So that's what matters. He's a felon. Oh, she also led the criminal prosecution of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell was convicted and sentenced to 20 years for helping Epstein sexually abuse underage girls for at least a decade between 1990s and 2000s. She appealed her conviction to the Supreme Court. In 2017, Donald Trump terminated James Comey as FBI director amid department's investigation into ties between Trump associates in Russia. James Comey is currently under a Justice Department investigation after he provoked an outcry from the Trump administration in May when he briefly posted a photo to Instagram that federal officials allege was a call for violence against Mr. Trump. That's BS. Trump lies. Believe me. Believe yourself. He lies. Maureen Comey worked as a prosecutor in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York since 2015, according to Comey's LinkedIn page. Prior to that, she was a law clerk of Chief Judge Loretta A. Prescott in New York and Associate Deborah and Plimpton. She graduated from Harvard Law School. Donnie, you don't like Harvard, do you, baby? Oh, well. Maureen Comey graduated from Harvard Law School in 2013 and received her bachelor's from the College of William and Mary in 2010. Highly educated woman, Harvard University, Harvard Law. So, I find it strange. It's almost like a massive cover-up. And I want Maureen Comey to tell her story because she hasn't done anything wrong. She hasn't. What it is, Donald Trump is trying to cover up anything that would tie him to the Epstein files. She prosecuted him and Maxwell, Epstein and Maxwell. Trump is trying to do whatever he got to do to cover up for his deadly sins. The sins that is against our Lord and Savior, the 7 deadly sins against the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He gonna do whatever. So what did he do? He had Pam Bundy to fire Maureen Comey. Yeah. You're dirty, Trump. Your hands are dirty and blood is all over them. We can smell the stench of young girls all over you. But we smell that pissy pins too. Yeah, that diaper is funky too. Smell that funky monkey. Okay, so we're gonna have a little good rant from Christina Talks. So let's see what she's talking about because I love this woman. So check out on Instagram, TikTok, etc. She is amazing. Uh-oh, I had muted everything. Hold on.
Well. It's Thursday, and before I do anything else today, I must go on a rant.
Now, I've tried to make this video 3 or 4 times, but I get very loud and I start cursing in every kind of way. So I'm going to try my best, baby, to keep my composure.
Hit the like button, please. Come on, give me up to at least 20 right now. Keep giving me likes.
My mistakes and own up to my mistakes. Yesterday,
hit the like button.
About the Department of Homeland Security collected DNA samples from over 500.
Thank you. Come on, y'all. Give me likes.
And entering that
hit the
DNA
like button, please.
CODIS, the criminal database where we hold DNA evidence on rapists and murderers and all those violent criminals. It wasn't 500. I made a mistake.
It was 1,000.
It was 133,000.
Oh, that's right, 133,000.
That's right. In 4 short months, the Department of Homeland Security has not only collected 133,000 DNA samples from migrant children and teens, they've also entered that DNA into CODIS. How is that America first when just as of a year ago, the last time we decided to count, July of 2024, an exact year ago.
Hit the like button, thank you.
Of 1 million unprocessed grape kits in America.
Unprocessed RAPES kits.
1,000 to be exact. There's no telling what the number is today because that was a year ago. There's over 270,000 unprocessed grape kits in America.
RAPES kits.
They tell you the reason there's such a large backlog and they haven't had a chance to go in and process that evidence and enter that evidence into CODIS is because they don't have the money. They don't have the resources. Really? Because you had the money and the resources in 4 short months to collect and process the DNA evidence and data for non-criminals, for children and teens.
Hit the like button,
babies,
please. Thank you.
And put that into the criminal database. But I guess the 250,000 victims, American citizen victims, you don't have the money today to process their evidence, to get them justice for the crimes that were committed against them. You effectively say it's okay to let 270,000 predators roam free because you don't have the time and the resources to process that evidence. But you got the time and the resources for bigotry and for hate, for profiling, for ruining the futures of over 133,000 children. And that number grows each day.
233,000 children, essays.
I guess all the women and men and children who have been raped in this country, they don't deserve justice. You know, those Americans, they don't deserve justice. We don't have the time. We don't have the time or the money. There's no resources there.
Hit the like button, everybody.
Really?
Thank you.
America first, huh? I guess that is America first when the idea of America first is the predator first, the bigot
She's
first.
She's telling the truth, y'all.
The hate monger first.
Yeah. Hate monger come from MAGA.
First. The new America first is the American predator first.
Amen.
250,000 of them are roaming free, breathing free, clean air with you.
Taking advantage of children.
The victims of their crimes. Because God knows.
God knows.
We got to get those migrant children. Ooh. How dare they have the right to walk free and breathe air like you and me? We've got to make room for 250,000 predators to have their freedom.
The biggest predator is on Pennsylvania Avenue.
So no, I didn't sleep last night, knowing that backlog of predators grows every day. Knowing that those samples, some of those samples are decades old and have not yet been processed. Are you listening to what I'm saying? There are samples.
She's not lying.
Decades old that have not yet been processed. Each day that DNA degrades, their victims may never see justice. But Stephen Miller, the one that believes the most humane way to treat a human is through torture, he's got his little list. And it grows.
We want the Epstein list with Donald Trump's information on it.
I'm disgusted by this. It's a wonder I ever get to sleep at all. It's a wonder that I can function at all. You want to know why I can't leave my home for more than a 2-mile radius? It's because I know fully that 270,000 predators are roaming free, and there hasn't even
we are not safe in America.
Ability to start building a case against them. Do you know what it's like for a victim to finally get the courage to even get on that table?
Tell them,
Christina. And get in
Christina.
those stirrups and have a stranger
I've been there.
Scrape their insides.
Yep.
To collect
I've been
this
there.
evidence. And it's so hard to do. It's not easy.
Bless her, Lord.
But you do it because you don't ever want this to happen to another human being again.
Donald Trump doesn't care.
And to know that that evidence is just sitting in a locker somewhere. It can't be processed because our government is too busy processing the DNA of children, babies, and teenagers that have done nothing wrong but be born brown.
Donald J. Trump does not care about the American people. This breaks my heart. I know what she's talking about. I've been there. And you guys have been with me for quite some time. You know my situation. You know my life story. This is my book. I wrote this book. Surviving Multiple Childhood, RAPISTS. My entire childhood, I was RAPE'd. My whole teen years, RAPED. I know exactly what Christina Talks is talking about. Donald Trump is a predator himself. He don't care. He would never care about the American people. He cares about fattening his pockets, and he cares about making sure the billionaires that put him in that office prosper, except Elon Musk. And right now, Elon Musk is on his ASS. Elon Musk is on Donald Trump's ASS, and I'm loving it. Let me pull myself together because watching her cry, I know that pain. I, too, have been essayed several times. I know Christina's pain. Now we're going back to the buffoon, Donald Trump.
Mr. President, after 3.5 years, you regretted all the lying you've done to the American people.
All the what?
All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who is done?
You have done. Tens of thousands.
Go ahead, please.
Mr. President, after 3.5 years, you regretted all the lying you've done to the American people.
All the what?
All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who is
He
done?
never answered that question because he don't regret lying to us. He gets at that podium and lie every time he gets up there. He lied during the rallies, but what did y'all do? You voted for the monster. Hold on, let me read the super stickers and super chats. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, hold on. Give me a moment, y'all. I have to find it. Thank you, King Ralph Perry. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for blessing me. Okay, thank you, King Ralph Perry. Thank you so much for blessing me. Y'all, this is serious. We have somebody in the Oval Office that's supposed to be the leader of the free world. We're not free. None of us. Not even you, MAGA. You're not free. You don't even realize it. He's going to do you exactly how he's doing the black and brown people. You don't even realize it. It's happening now. He lies to you daily. He feeds you the Jim Jones Kool-Aid, and he don't even have to make you drink it. You unaliving yourself every time you believe that man.
We have some major news right now. Ron Wyden, a senator, just exposed that the Trump administration has thousands of bank transfers related to Jeffrey Epstein that they are not publicly releasing or investigating.
I'm gonna play this again, okay?
Check this out. This, according to the New York Times, Wyden is saying that
money is still being sent to Epstein while he's unalive.
Wire transfers and almost $1.1 billion flowing.
How is that possible if Epstein is unalive?
And then there are hundreds of millions of dollars flowing through some of his other accounts. Now, that's all information that the Trump administration has not released to the public. The Department of Justice has
Trump didn't release this information, but they found it.
And yet many are wondering why not. Where is this money coming from? Who is this money going to? Was it responsible for any of the criminal activity that Epstein was involved with? There are
Donald Trump hiding things from you, MAGA.
Coming out, but this is an issue that's not going away anytime soon, and it's one that the American people deserve transparency on. So I'll continue asking questions. We'll see if we get any more answers. Spread the word and follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about.
I'm gonna let this play again so you can hear.
We have some major news right now. Ron Wyden,
listen carefully.
Just exposed that the Trump administration has thousands of bank transfers related to Jeffrey Epstein that they are not publicly releasing or investigating. This is stunning news right now. Check this out. This, according to the New York Times, Wyden is saying that the Trump administration has an Epstein file detailing 4,725 wire transfers and almost $1.1 billion flowing through just one of his bank accounts. And then there are hundreds of millions of dollars flowing through some of his other accounts. Now, that's all information that the Trump
Donnie, what are you doing with those Epstein wire transfers? How is he getting wire transfers and he's unalive? But they say that you have that information, but you're not sharing it with the American people. And we know you are very greedy, Donnie. You are one of the most greediest people in this country. And what baffles me even more, Epstein is unalive, but Donald Trump, during his rallies, he rode around on Epstein's plane to go to his rallies for his campaign. Does that not baffle you guys? Why were you riding around on Epstein's plane? He's unalive. Donnie, you have a lot to answer for. And we're not taking our foot off your neck. Although it look like a Boducci. Your neck look like a vagina, but we got our foot on it. And JD can't hump it anymore. Like he humped that sofa. So I'm going to show you something. This has come from Elon Musk. It's an Epstein information that Elon has, and he's exposing Donald Trump. One moment, please. Please hit the like button. Okay, hold on. Just a moment.
Trump has to be sweating right now, and I want to show you exactly why. Elon Musk was Trump's political donor just a few months ago, and he was using all of his money and his platform X to bring all of this positive attention towards the Trump campaign. Well, now things have flipped very quickly because Elon is leveraging his wealth and his platform X to point all of his attention at the Epstein client list cover-up. Elon Musk at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. pulled in tens of millions.
Elon and Trump be up all night on Twitter and Truth
exposing this
Social.
lies. And weirdly enough, Elon was just clarifying who has ownership of the files, which right now is the FBI, the DOJ, and therefore the executive branch.
That's Donald Trump's
cabinet. Someone who's been spreading so much disinformation on their platform is now weaponizing their platform to try to take down Donald Trump. And look at this. Even in the first post right here, I see 4.9 million views. This is because we live in an attention economy where online views do matter now. When
hit the like button, please. Thank you.
Overnight exposing this client list, those aren't small numbers. And can I remind you, Elon Musk was the one who kind of kicked this all off. It's been a long month, so it's hard to remember that a month ago, Elon Musk said, "Time to drop the really big bomb." At Real Donald Trump.
Come on, y'all, hit that like button,
the
please.
Real reason they have not been made
Thank
public.
you.
Have a nice day, DJT. He then said, "Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out." Elon has since deleted this tweet, But Trump has sued people for way less.
Thank
So
you.
Trump never launched a lawsuit. Trump responded to this, but since then, the situation has blown up tenfold, 100-fold, and Elon Musk is doubling down on
Thank
exposing
you.
the Trump admin. It's just interesting because when Elon said this, we all thought it was insane at the time, but nobody knew
Thank
that
you.
the DOJ would screw themselves over so badly less than a month later. On top of that, I've been sending this around to all my MAGA supporter friends. It's this interview of Jeffrey Epstein where he says, "I was Donald Trump's closest friend." Even beyond
Thank
that, what
you.
about this quote from Trump? He said, quote, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He said he's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life." Then Donald Trump went on years later
Thank
to brag
you.
about grabbing women because they just let you do it if you're a celebrity. Just sickening stuff. The reason I'm walking you through this is because you can paint a very convincing picture of Elon Musk going, "Hey, Trump is in the files." Then you look at the evidence. Oh, Trump and Epstein were really good friends, actually really good friends. And then, as you do more research, Pam Bondi pulls the files, says they don't exist whatsoever. Now Elon Musk is on a crusade to expose the Trump admin. Let's walk through
Thank
what he said
you.
last
One
night.
moment, I'm
And
gonna
really
read it.
quickly, I want to thank PDS Debt for making these videos possible and for offering a free debt assessment for
Hold
you.
on, y'all.
If you're trapped under credit card bills or medical debt or
This is
personal loans
Adam
that never
Mockler.
seem to
Subscribe to
shrink,
him on
you can take
YouTube
control
and
of that, right?
Instagram.
Start from the beginning. There's a tweet that reads from Grok. Flight logs show Bill Clinton visited Little St. James 12 plus times, Prince Andrew multiple times, Alan Dershowitz, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker. Trump flew on plane 7
Trump,
times.
listen,
but
Donald
not
Trump.
the island that we know of. So Trump did fly on Epstein's plane 7 times, and that's what Elon Musk exposed. Elon says, bullseye. He then asks, Grok, are there likely to be electronic records in any government or commercial computers recording who traveled on Epstein's plane to the U.S. Virgin Islands? Grok says, yes, electronic records likely exist. Government, FAA databases hold 2,000 plus digitized flight logs for Epstein's jets from 98 to 2020, including USVI routes per 2021 disclosures. So we have passenger manifests at the DOJ. We have data brokers like Near Intelligence giving like all of the information that we need. What Elon Musk is trying to prove here is, wait a minute, that means the government knows this, but they're not giving us the info. Oh, Elon then responds, at Grok. Would that mean the government right now, as we speak, knows the names and ages of all those who traveled on Epstein's plane?
Hit the
In
like
other
button,
words,
you
they have
guys.
a
Thank
list of
you.
all unaccompanied minors on those flights, along with a list of all adults on those flights. And Grok says, yes. So again, Elon is saying the government has the info. They are withholding it from you. Grok says, yes, the DOJ and the FAA hold extensive passenger manifests and flight logs from Epstein's jets, including names from 91 to 2020.
Thank
Ages
you.
aren't always listed, but can be verified via investigations and victim statements, identifying unaccompanied minors among 250 plus exploited girls. Elon says there were 250 plus girls exploited. Grok then says, yes. And again, Grok is an AI bot that Elon Musk is using to prove a point. This isn't someone responding to Elon. This says, yes, early DOJ files from February of 2025 reported 250 plus exploited girls. But the July 2025 memo confirms over 1,000 victims. I honestly struggle to believe the DOJ memo for obvious reasons. I think the Trump admin is playing this sick game, or they were, where they were overhyping what the actual evidence was. So we had reports for years that 250, that was the number, rough number of victims. The 1,000 plus victim number,
I
only
believe
came
it's
from Pam
1,000
Bondi.
plus.
I'm
I
pretty sure
do.
that's Pam Bondi just trying to sensationalize
When it comes to
the
X
despicable
trafficking,
event.
I
Okay,
believe it
we continue.
is.
Elon then says, over 1,000 confirmed young victims is a shockingly large and tragic number. So he's going with the number. He says, in order for the government to confirm that the girls were victimized, they would have to name or at least describe who raped them. That would necessarily mean that the government must have a list of the rapists, aka the Epstein client list, in their possession right
See, that's telling on the
now.
government. They know
Which is
they
true.
have the
They
list.
have it in their possession right now. Brock then replies, victim confirmation.
But they
relies
told
on
us it doesn't
testimonies, forensic
exist.
evidence and settlements. DOJ's July memo states no centralized client list exists, but unredacted files detail named abusers from victim statements. Elon Musk is then also asking, what's your best guess of where the video and pictures Epstein took of the rapes are located right now? Where should we look, or who should we ask? And this is the big one. This is the question Elon Musk is asking to prove the point. Once again, who has these files? Who is withholding these files? Grok then says, based on 2025 DOJ reports and FBI seizures from Epstein's properties, the videos and photos are likely in secure FBI evidence vaults, heavily redacted or sealed to protect victims. Some may have been destroyed per protocol. Look to FBI
So they destroyed some of the files.
This is big. Grok
The
says,
Republican Party
look
did.
to FBI Director for declassification, Congress for subpoenas, ask Attorney General Pam Bondi for oversight committees. So Grok very clearly places all of the onus on the current administration, calls out the current administration's lies that they don't have files, or that they can't release the files, or that they can't redact certain files. And it's interesting to me because I pointed this out at the beginning of the video.
I'm gonna pause this a moment. I'm gonna read sorry. One moment, please. Uh-oh, where did it go? Okay. Red Feather, King Red Feather says the NSA has access to Portugal's software. They have the information and access to all the devices on Epstein's island, and the people visit the island. Yes, they have it, but they are lying to us, the American people. They think we're simple-minded people, and they think that we don't have the education. You don't have to have the education. You just have to have a brain. We know they're lying. They have everything, but they covering up for the man on Pennsylvania Avenue sitting in that Oval Office at the wrestling desk. The one that has the orange face, that wears a diaper, and he smells bad. They are protecting him.
Elon Musk is going on these Twitter tirades, is that he's using the same mechanisms that elected Trump to defeat Trump.
Yes, get him.
But I do
get him out of the Oval Office, Elon.
From Elon Musk buying
Hit
Twitter,
the like button, everybody. Thank you.
Hundreds of billions of views on Twitter, just boosting right-wing propaganda. Well, now Elon still has ownership of Twitter and the algorithm, so he's using that algorithm to gain millions of views exposing Trump. I'm pretty sure his Epstein tweet had like 300 million views.
Hit the like button, everybody. Thank you.
Elon Musk claiming Trump was in the Epstein files. This one right here has 1 million views. The ones that we went through, remember, 5 million views right here. You can add all these up and see that tens of millions of eyes were on Donald Trump's cover-up last night.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, kings and queens.
Today. I can't believe I didn't mention this yet, but I made a video yesterday about how the DOJ fired one of the leading prosecutors in the Epstein investigation. And now Elon Musk is perfectly proving here, hey, the DOJ, who just fired one of the lead prosecutors, is also covering.
Maureen Comey, I told y'all about that.
If you appreciate these videos, make sure you subscribe below. I'll see you on the next one.
Subscribe to Adam Mockler on YouTube. He is very good at what he does. You just listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Subscribe to his channel.
I want to bring in NBC's Vaughn Hilliard.
One moment. So I'm going to show y'all something, and it is Unearthed video. It's an Unearthed video, Trump's teen victim. Just watch. And this is from Keith Edwards. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Keith Edwards. He's one of the best too. So make sure you check him out. And it is this is something. It's one of Trump's victims. A teenager. Just a moment.
The Epstein drama is just continuing. As much as Donald Trump has tried to change the narrative on this, he just cannot. He tried accusing
Hit the like button,
of
please.
being treasonous and losing her citizenship. He's tried tweeting about Coca-Cola. He tried even attacking Adam Schiff. None of it is working. None of it is working.
We will not stop talking about it.
And made this even worse. We have now unearthed footage of one of Trump's alleged victims talking about what she experienced. It's horrific. And we also have Donald Trump trying to change the narrative again by firing the person who prosecuted Epstein.
Maureen Comey. Yes, it's Maureen Comey. He had Bundy to fire her.
A
prominent SDNY prosecutor and daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, was fired today. She played a big role in prosecuting Epstein as well as Ghislaine Maxwell.
Hit the like button, please. Thank you.
We cannot confirm a link between Trump and the firing at this time, but Trump has been going after Democrats,
fired her.
James Comey.
Pam Bundy works with Donald Trump. That's why she was fired
last week. As for her role in the Maxwell case as it pertains to the Epstein files, Politico reporting, quote, a judge upheld the FBI's denial of access to the bulk of the Epstein records. The judge's ruling rested largely on a formal declaration from a federal prosecutor deeply involved in the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions. Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey is a great attorney. FBI Director James Comey,
a great prosecutor.
She argued that disclosure of the investigative records was likely to interfere with the appeal in Maxwell's case. The exact reason for termination remains unclear, but sources say she was terminated pursuant to Article 2 of the Constitution.
In what world does it make this better that the Trump administration and probably Donald Trump is firing the person who locked up Epstein, locked up Ghislaine Maxwell, and was able to prosecute Diddy, all sex criminals? And this is how he thinks
they
he's
all
gonna get better by taking the person who actually sought justice and won and firing her.
Thank you, Queen Sheila.
No sense, and that is why.
Thank you, Queen Sheila Davison. Thank you, beautiful.
Chance that Donald Trump is named in the Epstein files. Gavin Newsom is having a great time with this. He posted this. This is
Mike, the Democrats are not trying to protect anybody. That's Donald Trump protecting himself because he's on the foul.
I hope that doesn't get me copyright stricken, but it's worth posting. And Elon Musk, as I said, has tweeted now. The old way they did it was admit nothing, deny everything.
Listen to Elon, he's right.
Counterclaims, but it's not going to work this time. It doesn't seem to be working this time. I mean, who can forget this when the Trump administration gave binders of the Epstein files to these MAGA influencers, binders that the Trump administration and Trump now say are actually a Democratic hoax created by Obama, Biden, and Clinton to attack Trump, yet they gave the hoax to the MAGA influencers. Someone make that make sense for me. It doesn't make sense. And that's why accounts like this
Donald Trump never makes sense. He's a con.
Says that this is one of the most R-worded moments ever on camera. Donald Trump is not going to make it out of this, I don't think. And as this is all happening, as Donald Trump is denying anything wrong happened, we're now learning that unearthed footage of one of Trump's alleged victims has come out. And here that is.
He gets really angry and threatens to
listen carefully, y'all.
Maria, if she doesn't come over and make things right and give him a blowjob. So
Trump is a monster.
While she is over there giving him a blowjob, I am just trying to, I'm supposed to look scared, like, oh no, and cleaning up things and pretending like I'm trying to go back to my job as a maid. And then he's being so rude to Maria. I felt so bad for her. Even though I guess
hit the like button, people. Thank you.
It didn't seem like.
Thank you.
It's the weirdest fantasy as far as that. He was threatening to call immigration on her, so that she didn't know how to. She wasn't even near going down to give him, perform oral sex on him before he slapped her away and said, what are you doing? You need to put a condom on. And
he is a predator. The man in the Oval Office is a predator.
He's like, you can't even understand what you're saying. Speak English. Called her derogatory.
He has a problem with brown people.
And then he's like, you know what? You don't know what you're doing. Have her come over and show you how it's done. And so I said that I didn't, I had to go over there or else he was going to call immigration on Maria. I didn't know if it was true or not, but I felt that, he said that if I didn't show her how to perform oral sex on him, then he was going to call immigration on her and then get rid of us both. It was anything that was in relation to him getting off or being satisfied or happy had to do with him being in power. But extreme power.
She's right. It's about power.
It's very it's very hard to even, it was always intimidating when he was like that. It was always, you didn't really know if it was true or, I mean, like if you refused to play along, would he really call immigration on Maria? Would he really
He would.
get rid of us
He's
both?
evil.
I didn't even want
He
to know what
disliked
that
brown
meant.
people.
You know, I always didn't, it wasn't a game. It just felt like it wasn't a game.
So it's really horrific stuff, and I'm so sorry that woman experienced that. But the real truth of the matter is a lot of women were victims of that same type of behavior. And allegedly, Donald Trump is wrapped up in it. Regardless, these people who have been victims of these awful crimes deserve to know what happened. And I think that's something that we can all agree on. The people who committed these crimes should have to pay for it. Now, Alex Jones is actually out. He's losing his mind over this. Look at what he's saying.
Well, Democrat hoax.
He has been spiraling ever since.
Helping them.
He's spiraling out of
All
control.
that. And I'm just like, 180, 180, 180, 180, flip-flop, 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 flip-flop. And I'm just like, and then he puts out on Truth Social, I don't want your support. Anybody that even talks about this again, you are bad.
That's a sign of guilt. Everything Donald Trump's saying is guilty. He's guilty.
You know the elephant
a sign of guilt.
Trump is not stupid. Telling people to not talk about something is going to only make them look into it more.
Yep.
So I sure hope this is some 50D chess. Because I'm pretty good at Hegelian dialectics, second, third, fourth, fifth order connections. In fact, I'm one of the best. This is the most self-destructive temper tantrum stuff, and is the equivalent of going off the coast of San Diego and just for a day throwing rotten chicken blood into the ocean. Great white sharks will show up probably in a few hours. And then when the great white sharks get there, I'm like, okay, Trump, you've been chumming the waters now for a week and a half. You need to stop. I don't know why you're doing it. And now Trump has jumped up on the edge of the boat on a plank and is now cutting himself.
And the sharks, we are ready with our teeth.
Walking out to jump into the water with great white sharks. And I'm just like, oh, please stop. He's like, shut up. I don't want your help. You're with the enemy. I'm going to walk the plank. And I'm just like, okay.
Fall in the water, Trump.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, I know it's my job.
Y'all know the MAGA party is crazy.
They're losing their minds.
Be sure to subscribe to Keith Edwards on YouTube. He know who Trump is. We know who Donald Trump is. Stop playing in our face, MAGA. Y'all know he's a monster. And you want to say he's the second coming of Christ. That's blasphemy. Stop it. You so close to hell, we can smell you burning. So Donald Trump said this, and Morgan Freeman had something to say about what Donald Trump said. So I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to read it to you. Nobody likes Trump. So Trump says, stop talking about Epstein. And Morgan Freeman says, sorry, Mr. President. America doesn't work that way. You asking us to forget about a cover-up. You, sir, seem to want all of this to go away. Why is that? What are you hiding, Donald? You're on the list. You know it. I know it. We know it. The American people know you are on that list, Donald Trump. It has gotten so bad, you begin to smell worse the more you try to stop us from gathering things from that list. You're on the list. Own it. Compulsive liar, Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump just fired the federal prosecutor who prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell for trafficking. Donnie, I thought you said as a host. Why would you fire Maureen Comey? Because she the one prosecuted them. You trying to get rid of all the evidence. Anybody that has a way to get to the evidence, he's getting rid of them. I don't believe there's not one thing Donald Trump will do. He is such a dangerous man. He will do anything. So I'm going to read to you something that was said. For Trump to go out to these extremes to cover up Epstein files, including attacking his supporters and handing his AG and FBI director completely out to dry. He hung them out to dry. He did. The evidence against him must be incredibly incriminating. Donnie, the evidence in those files against you must be incredibly incriminating. Donnie, tell the American people what you did. What did you force those girls to do, Donnie? You said you like to grab them by the P-U-S-S-Y. Donnie, what did you do? What did you do to the young girls, Donnie? You're such a freak, an orange, fat freak. So Donald Trump says this. I've been speaking to Coke. He doing anything to try to stop y'all. The American people don't care about Coca-Cola and the sugar cane. We could give a F. Stop playing in our face, Donald Trump. We know you no good for this country. But anyway, this is what this buffoon says on Truth Social. I have been speaking to Coca-Cola about using real cane sugar and Coke in the USA, and they have agreed to do so. I'd like to thank all of those in authority at Coca-Cola. This will be a very good move by them. You'll see. It's just better. Donnie, shut up. Go change your diaper. So what Gavin Newsom has to say, I'll show you, and I'm going to read it to you. Gavin Newsom ain't playing with his fine self. So Gavin Newsom said, okay, God, I totally forgotten the Epstein files now. Because Trump want to be God so bad. So, you know, he said, okay, God, I've totally forgotten the Epstein files now. Honey, we ain't forgetting those files, Donnie boy. So, this is a collage of Donnie with Epstein. And he told me, stop talking about Epstein. We're not going to stop, Donnie. And I can't wait till Elon put out more stuff. Because it's going to happen real soon. You know, like, Elon, we didn't like you. But now you're spending money into helping us bring down the orange man, the SA abuser, the one that has 34 counts, the one that said grab him by the P-U-S-H-Y, the one that got in trouble for defamation against Carol Jean, the lady he essayed. Donnie, we coming for you. We're not letting our foot off your neck because you didn't have a problem with that officer putting his knee across George Floyd's neck. Well, we're not letting our foot off that fat, bussy neck you have. That neck that JD been humping instead of that sofa. We're not. Hit that like button before you go out of here, everybody. I'm about to get up out of here. We got more to show y'all. We will not take our foot off Donald J. Trump's bussy. That's that neck and that bussy back there. We're not taking our foot off of it. We're going to stump a mug hole in you like the old people say. The same way that man had his knee across George Floyd's neck. And all you mega maggots with Donald Trump had a problem with black people saying anything about it. And you didn't find nothing wrong with it. Well, we're not taking our foot off your neck, Donald J. Trump. The neck that looks like a vagina. No, we're not. We won't. We're going to stand strong on your neck till we get you out that Oval Office. And I can smell you through my phone. Every time I see you, I smell you, and I hate your voice. I hate the way that you look. Donald Trump is not good for America. Donald Trump is hurting the American people, and we will not stand for it. We will fight for our country to be what it was before that man got in Oval Office. Ever since he got in that Oval Office, and it ain't been but what, almost 6 months, he has destroyed this country, and his rating is at all-time low, lower than any president has ever had. He has at 44% approval. That's less than any president. Any president, Donnie. You are a disgrace to this country. I love you guys. Hit that like button before you leave out of here. I will see you tomorrow. Check my community wall and see what time I'm going live. Today I couldn't go live at 5 because I have somewhere to go. But I will be here tomorrow at 5. I love you. Bye.